Hi. There's always this strange lag between Zoom and YouTube. That's why you always see me like pushing all the buttons and getting all the screen situations sorted at the beginning. I don't know, maybe someday we'll have something that's way cooler. Until then, I'm just really happy to be here live with you today. Um, Still in my workout outfit. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. And hey, congratulations. Elise is in the chat and she's sharing that she's about to get certified as one of our certified Sophia Circle leaders. Congratulations, beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I know what an enormous accomplishment that is. And many of the people in our community know what kind of accomplishment that is as well. And so please know that we're celebrating with you and we can't wait for you to lead your first Sophia Circle journey. Welcome everyone joining us live. Welcome to your Sophia Code community. Welcome to Kaia Official here on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, there is a wealth of information and free educational resources on my channel, organized by playlist. Feel free to subscribe, to like this video, to like the videos and comment on them that you find entertaining at best and hopefully very helpful as well for your spiritual journey. Hi, everyone. So good to see you. Wow. Excuse me. I'm feeling amped today. Our opening ceremony with ISIS yesterday was extraordinary. We have the highest enrollment for Sophia Circle certification, leadership certification, in all the years that we've led this certification program. And yeah, Jennifer was there. She's saying yesterday was amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you enjoyed our time together, Jennifer. It was it was Kaia Unleashed yesterday. The dragon fire. I had so much fun being able to just be my full self. As we all know, there's always the issue of censorship and shadow banning on these social media platforms. So it's really fun when I get to just go full tilt boogie with you and let the fire roll. And, of course, like having such a good time with the dragon fire. And we had such an exceptional channeled experience with Isis. I'm still lit up by it. Something happens during Sophia Circle leadership when I'm channeling those live mentor classes where I feel like I can go in such a deep space of communion with the Ascended Masters on behalf of our community, very similar to when I'm doing live events, because people are really invested in having that in-depth, super activating channeled experience. And that's exactly what happened with Isis at the end of our class yesterday. So I want to thank everyone who joined us live for the opening ceremony with Isis, opening the temple gates to our certification program. It was honestly quite remarkable to see just how many people showed up and were able to stay live for the live mentor journey classes. And that means the world to me because, there's only so many mentor classes that I can teach throughout the year. And so it's so valuable to me when we get to be together in person. It was so much fun to watch the chat blow up throughout the whole class and being able to take your questions through the chat and just being able to feel where everyone was at with what I was sharing. And one of the things that was really cool for us to identify was just being open and honest that often before something of this gravity, this much importance, like something that is this life-changing, and the certification program is absolutely life-changing, like to become a certified Sophia Circle leader, completely life-changing, like not saying that in any way other than it's just 100% true. There's life before the Sophia Code, and then there's life once you've really taken in the Sophia Code teachings, and then there's life, before every curriculum. In the certification program in particular, there's you that enters those temple gates, and then there's who you become on the other side of that. And who you become is a truly sovereign embodiment and a co-creative leader, both in this movement and for your community. And you take your own offerings and your own platform to the next level because it's an exceptional leadership training program. So If you are a certified Sophia Circle leader and you would like to introduce yourself, share how the program has changed your life, share how, offering Sophia Circle journeys to the Sophia Code is a part of your ministry, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We love highlighting our certified Sophia Circle leaders. We're co-leading this international movement with our certified leaders. And if you'd like to learn more about our certified leaders, you can go to our official directory on my website at kaia.com. So we opened the temple gates yesterday. This was the biggest cohort we've ever welcomed into the movement. It was fabulous. It was fire. It was so much fun. And it was, it was just one truth bomb after another with Isis, of course. And Isis being such an exceptional ascended master who mentors us in the journey of reclaiming our sovereignty. And look, here's the thing. I was talking with someone about this last night. The journey of embodying our sovereignty. Another way to say that is the journey of unraveling our addictions to codependency. It's just like codependency is so rampant in our society. It's actually socially expected in our society, and it's often confused with spiritual service. Codependency is often confused with spiritual service. You can write that pearl down. But the truth is, our spiritual service thrives through sovereignty. It thrives when we understand that we're not here to fix anyone. We're not here to change anyone. We're here to be mirrors of grace for the awakening of others, support systems for the awakening of others, for the transformational journey of others. But no one can do their transformation other than themselves. Like, I can't do your journey for you. You can't do my journey for me. And so what we learned through the Sophia Code teachings, what we learn with the Ascended Masters is that we are each on our individual sovereign journey, but through the context of sovereignty, we can go on that journey of spiritual awakening together as a community. And that's what the Sophia Circle journey experience is all about. It's about stepping into a truly activating container of Sophia Christ consciousness and walking through every chapter of the Sophia Code together as a community, where you're having your individual higher self embodiment awakening while you're witnessing everyone else do the same thing. And you don't have to fix anyone or help anyone in that process, because the container is so clear. It's a blueprint given to us from the Ascended Masters about how to gather as a community, how to focus through prayer, meditation, working with the sacred text, mentoring directly with the Ascended Masters, connecting directly with our own source connection, our own higher self, and having a conversation about awakening through that lens. It's extraordinary. There's nothing like it on the planet. That's why the Sophia Code continues to be a phenomenon. And today, I thought it would be really cool for us to read from Isis's chapter together here on YouTube Live, in honor of just like how off the charts excited I am celebrating our new this new chapter of Sophia Circle leadership. And before we go to Isis's chapter, I just want to say something that was really dawning on me, inspiring me in this moment, and that is, we consciously chose this year because there were enough initiated leaders that were really walking their talk and really embodying these teachings. It was like, wow, this is the year, the 2022 golden dragon ride of sovereign soul events, where we were going to really pass the mic to our certified leaders and welcome them to ceremonially support us in events in a way that we've never done before. And we're going to continue to grow how our Sophia Circle leaders are a part of our movement and a part of our mystery school over the next decade. And I'm just so excited about that, because we were finally at a place of growth in the movement where we could move out of everyone coming to the movement for me and moving into this space where we're all coming to it for the we. It's a strange thing to have to start a movement and get everyone to a baseline, a foundational place where then we can move into the we. And that finally happened in 2022. I talked a lot about that in the Austin event, and I shared a lot about that in Sedona as well. So Isis, as an Ascended Master Mentor, is exceptional at mentoring us in how our leadership can move from the me to the we, and how we can guide community arcs of evolutionary growth, including quantum leaps of growth. And the Sophia Circle Leadership Ministry and the Sophia Circle Journey Ministry produces quantum leaps of spiritual growth for entire communities simultaneously. And it's I'm just really excited. So I'm just going off here. So let's go to the Sophia Code, which is what a Sophia Circle journey is all about. It's traveling through the Sophia Code as a community. And I'd love to read. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit dark in here today. It's cloudy outside today. I'm going to be reading from page 68, and this is an excerpt from the Key Code 1, Isis initiation, and the Sophia Code on page 68. And I would love for us to invoke Isis to bless you today, to bless your day, to help you stay in your center, help you, support you to remain in your sovereignty, in your sovereign circle of empowerment, to stay in alignment with your higher self, and to bless your divine purpose today, whatever your next steps are today. And we can only ever live life from the context of what is our next step, and showing up to our next step with a lot of self-love and a lot of self-compassion for the journey. Because every step of our divine purpose usually involves something twofold, something that's being transformed and healed, and something that's being empowered simultaneously. So that's a lot of energy every time we take a step forward in our divine purpose. And Isis is the one that mentors us to stay the course, to remain faithful, to sit up a little bit straighter and take our professional offering a little bit more seriously, but hopefully not take ourselves too seriously. So reading from page 68, these are the words of Isis as she's approaching you in this guided meditation in the Sophia Code. Feel free to read this out loud with me. I'm reading from page 68. And I've got this cool bookmark that I got in France with an ankh on it. Isn't that cool? I love it. I got this at the Louvre. And this is on page 68 of the Sophia Code. Okay, Isis speaks. Thank you for welcoming me as a mentor, guide, and friend for your heroic human journey. My divine feminine embodiment of sovereign creative power provides a clear mirror for you to recognize the same divine power within you. Today is ordained by your higher self to dissolve your unconscious commitments to fearing the sovereign power within you. I am Isis, and in the sanctuary of my wings, you are safe to unfurl your own. This is your lifetime to fly free in the vista of your personal sovereignty. I come to you as a loving witness, mentoring your awareness to accept the royal divinity of your soul. You are now ready to receive your higher self, activating the full potential of your divine genome and human body. Allow the words of my sacred heart to guide your awareness and the acceptance that this is your lifetime to shine. Your true nature is holy. Your true nature is joy. Your true nature is peace. Your true nature is the same creative power that birthed the stars above. When your personal power is guided by the pure motives of your sacred heart, you are singing a new reality into form, protected by your own invincible nature. I assure you, it is safe to be seen. It is safe to lead. You are here to contribute your legacy of love, your heart's vision for heaven on earth, for the dawning of this next golden age. To fulfill your great purpose for being here, you must relinquish small ideas about yourself and believe in your divine, sovereign, power to create a new world. Did you just love how badass Isis is? I could spend my whole lifetime just mentoring with Isis, and the Sophia Code has eight key codes, not just one as powerful as Isis, but eight. It's remarkable, the blueprint of mentorship that we're being given with the Sophia Code. So I'm going to pull out a few statements here that I'd really like for you to resonate with today. The first one is when Isis says, "In the sanctuary of her wings, you are safe to unfurl your own." You know what's so interesting to me? When I was in Sedona and we were doing the psychic development leadership immersive, for about a day and a half, you could cut the fear in the room with a sword. Like, everyone who thought that they weren't afraid of psychic development, they showed up and like their energy told the truth. Like, most people are actually terrified of their power. They're terrified of their psychic gifts. They're terrified of their gifts and talents, and they don't even know it. And it's when we take steps to actually do something with our gifts, to actually show up in leadership with our gifts and talents, that's when we start to actually face our fears about it. And this is why I've always mentored with Isis, and it's why Isis's statue has always been in my office. It's because, I didn't know I came into this world to be a business owner. I didn't know in my 20s I was going to be leading a global movement, and I didn't know I was going to be birthing a mystery school. Like, I I had to be courageous enough to listen to the Ascended Masters calling me forward to do all of those things, and my higher self, of course. And so when we mentor with an Ascended Master like Isis, it's not because there's no fear there and all of a sudden we're just like, yeah, we're going to do this awesome thing and everything's going to be great. It's like, we mentor at the Ascended Masters because a lot of these big steps are pretty scary for us to take. And what Isis is saying in her chapter is that's okay. It's not about not being afraid. It's about willing to show up and to lead and to serve, no matter how you feel about it. And we really teach you how to do that in the certification program for Sophia Circle Leadership. If you would like to share your thoughts about this, feel free to add some reflections in the chat. Lisa, who's one of our beloved certified Sophia Circle leaders, is sharing, yes, all of the fears come up as I keep saying yes to leadership. Isis has been so helpful. Thank you, Kaia, for all the ways that you help us with this too. Thanks, Lisa. It's so great to hear from you and see you on the live today. I just feel like you're such a courageous Sophia Circle leader and a divine feminine leader as well. And I'm just so grateful for you. Thanks for writing in today. And let's see, Amanda is writing in, I love mentoring with the Ascended Masters as I write my book. It's literally changing me from the inside out. I'm so happy for you, Amanda. Yes, there's no way I could have ever completed the Sophia Code without the Ascended Masters supporting me. When we dive deep into our gifts and our talents, and especially the articulation of our message, such as you're doing by writing this book, there's 1,000 obstacles of unknown unconscious fears that start to arise. And each of those fears are a testing ground where we are choosing if we're going to allow those fears to hold us back, or if we're going to be willing to honor those fears as the sphinxes of initiation that are asking us, are you ready to move forward now? Are you done learning through fear? Are you ready to learn through your power now? Because that's what fears are really always asking us. Are you really afraid, or are you actually ready? And fear is so intense that you can be like, when you finally face it and you're like, no, actually, I'm ready. Let go. It was fear that initiated you into your power because you overcome it and you decide you're going to move beyond it. And there's a very somatic like fire that arises when you finally face the fear and you're just like, I'm not allowing you to control my life anymore, or to control this next step that I need to take, I'm taking it now. Let's go. So thanks for sharing in the chat today, your feedback. If you also have any questions before I close, I'm happy to scan through the chat and see if I can answer a question or two. Another piece that I'd like to pull out from today from Isis's initiation is that when she says, I assure you, it is safe to be seen. It is safe to lead. You know, I just, when I cannot tell you how often those words from Isis have helped me when I am overcoming my deepest fears about expanding this movement, being seen more as a public figure, because as we all know, we're living in a matrix of duality and polarity. There's haters, there's people that lie about me, about this movement, and every time I expand, you know, it reaches more people, of course, that I can help, but it also reaches the people that want to try to create obstacles to what I'm sharing in this world. And that's been going on forever, to anybody who wants to support others to come into the light. And so I often remember this as a mantra, and it's why I created it as a key code wristlet in our jewelry line. The Isis wristlet says, it is safe to lead, it is safe to be seen, because that's a touchstone that I think every leader really needs to be reminded of all of the time. I want to also help us remember that Isis is available to us at any time in prayer and meditation. And of course, she's a part of that daily invocation of your circle of empowerment. So let's just take a moment to thank the presence of Isis for her very clear communication to us that we received through the Sophia Code. You may feel the glory of her wings, maybe the rustling of some feathers, sweeping around you, assuring you that wherever you're at in your leadership today, wherever you are growing into those vulnerable edges of your divine purpose, that it is safe to be seen and it is safe to lead, especially if you are following the pure motives of your higher self. And your higher self is invincible innocence, and it will always guide you, always. They'll always guide you to your next steps of empowerment. And so just giving thanks to Isis, giving thanks to your beautiful presence today. If you've enjoyed this inspiration, please feel free to go ahead and like this video. If you're catching the replay, we love to read your feedback in the video comments. And when you subscribe, you can also hit that bell notification for whenever I go live, so that, you know, you won't miss a live when we go live. You'll get a notification in your email. So FYI, I can't even believe this group of initiates that have begun the Sophia Circle journey. They are so special. They are so raw and authentic and real. You are going to love if you this group of sovereign individuals, this next level expansion of the Sophia Code community. If you've been wondering if Sophia Circle leadership is right for you, we are keeping the temple gates open for 2 more weeks. That's it. That's it. Because then our second live class is going to be complete. And so please get on the phone with my team angels, send us an email. We can walk you through the application process, share more with you about this extraordinary life-changing leadership program. I love you all so much. Thanks for letting me share my excitement about our certified leaders, about this huge growth for our community this year. And if you'd like to be with me live, come see me in Scottsdale, Arizona on October 15th. We're going to have an extraordinary day with a new event that I've never offered before called Love from the Other Side. And it's an opportunity to learn about how you can receive messages from your loved ones, your departed loved ones on the other side. I'll be channeling messages live on stage. I'll be bringing people up to the stage so that they can connect with their loved ones on the other side. And it's going to be a community gathering for profound spiritual healing and empowerment around the subject of death and the fact that our lives continue after we leave this world, and very often our divine purpose also continues with certain loved ones that continue to want to work with us on the other side. I'm going to be exploring that topic a lot. And if you joined us for the psychic development training, this is the perfect like segue with that training. This is very complimentary. So I just get really excited about how much we offer and how beautiful our community is, and especially our community events, and that we're growing so much together. You know, it's like it's sometimes it's a hot mess growth curve for all of us, myself included, but we're growing, and that's really the, you know, all that matters. So all my love to you. Thank you so much for growing here with me here on YouTube, at our live events in our mystery school. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are in the world. Mwah! Sending out that good vibe. See you here tomorrow. Bye. Namaste.